Good evening. With the Ghana Learning Channel's news in capsule for Tuesday, January 4, 2022, I am Kingsley Bryan. Here's a look at some of the top stories we will be covering this evening. We'll tell you first that President Ali congratulates Baroness Amos on her appointment as member of the Order of the Garter. And teachers and parents have a role to play in encouraging children to get vaccinated against COVID, says the Health Minister. Also, over 750 informal settlers regularized, as Central Housing and Planning Authority also relocated 59 squatters. And in news from the region, foundations donate $15 million to University of West Indies Hospital to purchase much-needed equipment for neonatal intensive care unit. And on the international scene, China opens its longest underwater highway tunnel. After nearly 4 years of construction, the 10.7-kilometer stretch opens to traffic. And now for the news in detail. President Dr. Mohammad Ali expressed profound congratulations to Baroness Verily Amos on her appointment as a member of the Order of the Garter, England's oldest and most senior order of chivalry, becoming the first black person in 700 years to receive the honor. President Ali said that the appointment is well-deserved as it is a recognition of significant public service, given Baroness Amos's distinguished public service career to the UK and the Commonwealth. All Guyanese should be proud of this recognition, the head of state noted. Baroness Amos, who hails from the island of Wakanam, is a former Labour cabinet minister. She is the first black member of the order. Meanwhile, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony has issued a call to parents and teachers to encourage children between the ages of 12 to 17 years to get vaccinated, as there continues to be a low percentage of vaccination rate among this age range. The minister made the call during the daily COVID-19 update on Monday. Open quote, "I think parents, teachers, everybody needs to encourage students to get vaccinated, get both doses of the vaccine. Later on, we will introduce the booster for them to also get boosted," the minister said, end of quote. Dr. Anthony said children within the 12 to 17 age group needs to up to the vaccination rate for both first and second doses. He said approximately 30,410 or 41.7% of that age range took the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine, with 21,740 or 29.8% receiving both doses. The health minister said Ghana is also considering to acquire booster shots for persons 16 years and older. And the Central Housing and Planning Authority, the CHNPA, regularized over 750 informal settlers residing in Regions 4 and 5 last year, while 59 persons squatting on government reserves were relocated. This was revealed by Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crowell, during a recent interview with the Department of Public Information, DPI. The housing minister emphasized that the government has embarked on a national housing plan that caters for the housing needs of all Guyanese, and therefore, there is absolutely no need for persons to engage in illegal land occupation. Last year, the Housing Ministry launched the Ghana Strategy for Informal Settlements, Upgrading and Prevention, a program which seeks to address and ultimately eliminate squatting across the country. The program is being executed in partnership with the UN Habitat, the European Union, and the African, Caribbean and Pacific Group of States, the ACP. Minister Crowell explained that the program will result in squatting being addressed in a more structured way, taking into consideration the increased number of squatter settlements across the country given the influx of migrants into the country. According to statistics compiled by the CHNPA last year, 15% of the Guyanese population, the equivalent of just over 110,000 people, are living in informal settlement communities, while another 27,500 households are known to be residing on state lands in 231 informal settlement communities. And turn our attention now to the world of sports. The Ghana Cricket Board has announced a 30-man squad for the first match in the GCB's Best of the Best Red Ball 4-day tournament. The first of 3 scheduled matches will be played at the Albion Community Centre ground from Wednesday, January 5, 2022. The scheduled hours of play per day is from 10 hours to 17 hours. The 30-man squad for the first match in the GCB's Best of the Best Red Ball 4-day tournament is Leon Johnson, Kimo Paul, Shimranetti Maya, Tejnarain Chandapal, Vishal Singh, Kevlon Anderson, Veerasamy Pamal, Keon Joseph, Kevin Sinclair, Tevin Imlak, Kumar Torrington, Joshua Jones, Dimitri Camerton, Silvus Tyndall, Clinton Pestano, Anthony Adams, Kevin Umrao, Ashmead Ned, Richie Lucknott, Junior Sinclair, Kinton Sampsons, Zachary Joda, Jonathan Rammasad, Akshaya Prasad, Raymond Perez, Kemal Savory, Marvin Dindial, Javid Karim, Rampatad Ramnot, and Sion Glasgow. The scheduled dates for the other two matches are January 12 to 15, 2022, and January 18 to 21, 2022. And that story was extracted and modified from the newsroom. And in news from the region, the Supreme Ventures Foundation has announced that it will donate $15 million to the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, NICU, at the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, through a partnership with the Zane B. Ennis Foundation. The funds will be used to purchase urgent neonatal resuscitators, a bilirubin phototherapy system, medical oxygen cylinders, and personal protective equipment, PPE, for the NICU. SVF Director Heather Goldson said the foundation hopes to continue working with healthcare facilities to improve Jamaica's healthcare system. Open quote, "We're all so humbled to be able to assist the UHWI's NICU at this time. Our nurses and doctors across the board are serving with limited resources. In the case of our most sick babies at this critically vulnerable stage of their lives, having access to necessary equipment makes a huge difference," end of quote, Goldson said. Chairman of the ZBE Foundation, Atif S. Innes, said the organization is grateful for the partnership with SVF and looks forward to the difference the donation will make. The pieces of equipment are set to arrive in March, will greatly assist the medical staff in treating babies with unique respiratory conditions. Earlier this year, SVF donated a mobile ultrasound machine to the diagnostic department at UHWI. And that story was extracted and modified from Loop Caribbean News. And on the international scene, after nearly 4 years of construction, China's longest underwater highway tunnel is now open to vehicular traffic. At a length of 10.79 kilometers, the Taihu Tunnel stretches on the Lake Taihu in eastern China's Jiangsu province, approximately 50 kilometers east of Shanghai. According to government officials in Jiangsu, the tunnel was built at a cost of 9.9 billion won, approximately 1.56 billion US dollars. Construction began on January 9, 2018. Over 2 million cubic meters of concrete were used to build the two-way tunnel, which has 6 lanes and is 17.5 meters wide, reports China's official news agency Xinhua. The ceiling of the tunnel has been outfitted with colorful LED lights designed to prevent driver fatigue. The tunnel is part of the 43.9 kilometers Shangzhou-Wuxi Highway, which opened to the public on December 30, 2021. It provides an alternative expressway for travelers journeying between Shanghai and Nanjing, Jiangsu's capital. Connecting the expressways of Shuzhou, Wuxi, and Shangzhou, it was built to alleviate traffic pressure on the cities next to Lake Taihu, while promoting the economic development of the cities in Yangtze River Delta area. And that story was extracted and modified from CNN. And that's our news broadcast for Tuesday, January 4, 2022. Please join us for our rebroadcast tomorrow morning. On behalf of myself and technical teams, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned to our regular programming and remember to observe all the necessary precautionary methods to fight off COVID-19. Also, please get vaccinated. It's the only known and safe way to fight the virus. Have a safe evening.